funding is not there, it is very difficult. So that is the reason Windsor University is the only school that provides textbooks that's included in the tuition fees, so that they don't have to worry about that. When student lands in St. Kitts, he's picked up from the airport, he's placed in the dormitories, no leases, no deposits. We choose these safe places for them. The textbooks what we provide, they don't need to bring anything. As soon as they go to the campus, they sign it off, they get a textbook. The only thing we charge is the deposit for the textbooks that is refundable. The only reason we do that is many students, destroy the textbooks.
Right.
They destroy the textbooks. It is very difficult for us to provide thousands of students. We want them to be responsible. That deposit was not there before. It was only implemented when the students started destroying the textbooks. Then after we implemented this, the textbooks started coming back in a very good way, and then nobody destroyed the textbooks. Very few. So there is a reason. Even in United States medical schools or anywhere there is a textbook, even you go to the library, public libraries, you have to pay a deposit. They will take your social security number. So that is the only deposit we do. Now coming to the retake examination fees and the question about the retake fees, I will tell you, Venu, in 12 years of this institution, when I was the president from 1998 till 2007, there was no retake examination fees. Never. When a student failed an examination, we never charged an additional semester fee. Never. Never in the history of Windsor we charged an additional semester fee, making him sit back in the class. Even if we make him sit back in the class, we never charge the fees. But what happened was the student would come take the examination, right? He will fail, thinking that the school's going to give me another test anyway, so he won't study, he would just come take it. He would take the second time. He thinks that the school will give me a test another time. How long are our faculty going to give the tests?
Right.
Is it easy to set questions for every time they come? The amount of personnel we have to conduct the examinations, our faculty have to be paid extra time, our faculty have to set questions, our non-academic administrators have to be conducting the examination. It's the time, it is the paper, everything is expensive there in the island. And it is at the recommendation of the Educational Committee of Windsor University, all the faculty, it is at the recommendation of the Dean's office that we have implemented a retake examination fee. Not the first time, when student fails the first time, there is no retake examination fee. They just have to pay $75 and take the examination. We give a second option, second chance. When they come back and fail again, then we said that you are not responsible. If you fail, you have to pay a retake examination fee. You know what happened? I will tell you the stats. From the time we implemented the retake exam fee, students started taking the responsibility. To pass the examinations, we need to study. Otherwise, we got to pay a penalty. You drive, let's say you are driving on a highway or anywhere, and you drive irresponsibly or you speed, you get a ticket, right? You get points. So what happens when you get a ticket and points? You go back and be responsible. You make sure that you don't do the mistake. The same thing. After we introduced the retake examination fee, students didn't want their parents to know because they will come to know if they pay the retake fee. They started studying, they started working hard. So much change in the way the students do. For example, attendance. Okay? Students come to the program. If 66 classes are conducted in a semester, some of the students would come only for 30 classes. Only 40% attendance. Students are deceiving their parents. Parents work hard to pay the tuition fees and they deceive the parents. They come there on the island and they don't study. So the dean's office would not let him take the examination. So then students would sit there at home and they don't study. So what we have done was, any student who lacks attendance are penalized. They have to pay $750. I tell you, it made so much change. Students come on time. Out of 66 classes, now the student attendance is more than 60. It is an enormous change. It is not, the school has never introduced all these to make money. The school has introduced this to make students disciplined. We wanted the students come take the classes. We want them to come and sit in the classes. Otherwise, we can't have all these students sitting there and doing nothing. We can expel them.
Right.
That's not a problem. It's an easy thing to expel them. We need to give a second chance because these parents have worked hard. We have a lot of responsibility on our shoulders from the parents. Parents look at us. The people who are sponsoring their children's education look at us. What we do. Today, Windsor University's the admission rate or the number of students we have is because they have trust, confidence in us. You tell me why would the students come to Windsor University? The class which we had in January 2010 was the largest class Windsor ever had.
Right.
And before January, students would go and make negative comments online, on forums and all. Then why would the students come and join Windsor University? Because the parents know the truth. Students can know the truth. They come there, they see, they know what's going on. Our interest is the student, So we have never charged any type of fees just to make money. We don't need to. If we really want to do that, we can hike the tuition fees, right? Why do we have to do that?
Right.
Why we have to do the textbook fees and retake fees? Why can't we make the tuition fees from $4,990 to $8,000? Is anybody stopping us? No, we don't want to do that. We want to give an option. People who make mistakes, not coming to classes, not having attendance, failing all the time, not being taking the subject serious. Either they leave the school or they pay a penalty so that they will understand and they will read and work hard. That is the only reason we do it. We get all type of accusations. So what can we do?
Sure. Then what then is the actual policy of Windsor University towards this retaking the exams?
The retake examinations has been a hot topic. Retake examinations or students failing the examinations has been an issue. Okay, Venu, from 1998 onwards till today, I am trained in both British system and American system. Okay, Windsor University's examinations are always black and white. Always. You know the difference between a written examination and an oral examination? In the British system, there is an examination called oral examination or called viva.
Right.
Even in American specialty boards, they have viva, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a viva or an oral examination is conducted. Let's say you are the student and I am the teacher, I am an examiner. I ask you some questions. If I don't like what you answered, even you are right, I can still give you less marks. I can fail you. There's no standard, right? But we don't do that. We do not have viva or oral examinations. All our examinations are black and white. When students take the examinations, they sign the paper, they have every right to go back and check the answers. Every right they can go back and check the answers. All we want is when out of 100 questions, we want them to get 60 right. And you go check the answers if you did 60 right or wrong. So we have retake examinations. If students don't study, if they fail, they can't blame the school. They have every right to go and check their answers. If they have any questions, you bring an expert. I don't have a problem. You bring an expert to show the questions.
Right.
And the faculty who are trained, who are setting the questions, are so experienced professors and who have passed US boards. Some of them are masters and PhDs in the courses. And the students, and we can't suspect them. Many of the questions are tested, which were tested by the many medical universities in the United States. They are not bad questions. Some of them are tested from the US med schools, from the British med schools, from Indian medical schools. Subject is subject. Whoever tests.
Right.
So retake examination has been a hot topic, and it has been an open door policy. You can look at it. It's very transparent. Student who fails the examination, they go back, look at the examination. They have to find out where they did mistakes.
I see. What is the structure of your examinations, and is there a role being played by internal and external examiners in conducting these examinations?
I know where you are coming from. I think what the question you are asking is the internal and external means. Are any faculty outside Windsor, are they setting the examinations? Probably that's what you are getting to. I understand that. To answer your first part of the question, the structure of examination, Windsor University's structure of examination is completely different. Previously there used to be, before 2002, you know how the examination in Windsor used to be? Student would come, take the semester coursework, take an examination at the end of the semester, go.